Next one is going to be on Sandown and the Common Good Fund. And most of the questions we received were about this. What would the candidates do to ensure that Nairn retains control over the Common Good Fund and the Common Good Land because of its huge significance to the town of Nairn? So,
It's very important to them that the Common Good Fund, investors in the Common Good Fund, is cash rich. And I wish that Nairn had a similar elements of funding to allow things to happen within Nairnshire. Very much so that the locals should take the decision as to how the funding is used for the benefit of residents in Nairnshire. I don't know much about the ins and outs of the actual funding package of how much is available currently to spend each year, what loans have got to be paid off to address various expenditure to date. The main thing is that decisions should be again taken in M&S. If that is the case, should be taken locally by not only the councillors but the community for the benefit of Nairnshire. Because anybody else from out of Nairnshire that has an input and a say in what happens in Nairnshire is not really known in my opinion.
Nairn Common Good Fund. The 4 councils in there make all decisions in relation to Nairn Common Good Fund. No decisions are made by councillors out with Nairn. I don't interfere. All councillors in the Highlands are trustees of all the Common Good Funds. That's just the legal position. I don't interfere in any way in Inverness Common Good Fund. They do not interfere in Nairn's Common Good Fund. The administration, writing the reports, any legal work is now done in Inverness. Unfortunately, that's because all the officials are now based in Inverness. There's nothing we can do about that. But the decisions are all taken in there. In relation to Sandown lands are an asset held in the Common Good account. They are not Common Good land as such. The Links is Common Good land, what we call Common Good land, so is the Maggot, but not Sandown's. It's merely an asset. The arguments in relation to Sandown have been going on for 20, 30 years. That's disclosed land. I'm not going to go into that. But the finance, the money, any money that comes from Sandown will come into the Nairn Common Good Fund. It does not get spent out with Nairnshire. That's set in terms of stone. There's no question about that. Is that?
The Common Good account at the moment runs about £36,000 in deficit. The reason for that is because the income, which is mainly from the caravan park on the East Beach, is the main provider of funds to that. This really, I suppose, relates to when there is an asset realised, which is Sandown. And I think, previously, Devon Homes were going to pay a huge amount of money in order to put a lot of houses on that site, and that obviously we voted against that, and that's now stopped. The new proposals, I suspect, won't create anything like the sort of money that there was on the table before, but it still will be a realisable asset, and hopefully will create several £1 million, which will then be able to be used for Nairn. As Laurie has said, it will be used for Nairn. There's no reason to believe that it won't be used for Nairn. The councils, always the councillors, are trustees of all the common goods in the Highlands, but traditionally that's the way it's been, is that Nairn decisions will be made in Nairn, by Nairn, and for Nairn. Thank you.
Any of the other candidates want to speak about the Common Good Fund?
Yes. I have very strong views on the Common Good Fund. I would like to see the Common Good Fund, if it was possible, taken out of local authority control. I think that we've arrived in a situation where the Common Good Fund has got a debt of 2.7 million. We're going to charge interest, which I believe is at £1,800 a month, on the expenses that were run out in the marketing of Sandown. Now, the councillor has already said there that the Nairn councillor will determine actually what happens as regards the Nairn Common Good Fund. Is that just a loose arrangement, or is there something on the starting books to say that it's enshrined in the wishes of the local councillors? If it's not, it could be something along the lines, it could actually be achievable to get some form of local control over the Common Good Fund. To get it out with the local authority, control, I think is desirable, because I think if it was run by young people and individuals, you wouldn't have seen a grazing-led turn into an agricultural tenancy and the whole thing just spiral. So it may not be achievable to get it. You might need an act of parliament, so that may not be achievable. But I think as a halfway house, to get some degree of local control and real local control, we need to have that veto instrument.
Thank you. I think, I think it's terrific that Michael's standing as a candidate because he wants to have control over the common good. So as a local councillor in Nairn, if he gets elected, he will have control over the common good in Nairn. There was a recent meeting with all the community councils in Nairn where it was made very clear by William Gilfillan that the council had sought legal advice about letting another organisation or a community council have management of the common good, and it was deemed to be incompetent, and I could get that information to Michael so as he could read up on it.
Just a subsidiary question. Most of the questions, or the highest number of questions, were about the Common Good Fund. But in light of what's been said, one of the questions is, do the candidates support Mr. Gilfillan, the area corporate manager's opinion that the matter is now closed unless people are prepared to take external legal action?
I think the council probably legal advice.
So can
Well, I think legal advice is legal advice, but I think that at the moment my thoughts are that when we are in a happy position where there is some money being generated from the income that is now in surplus, I think what we need to do is to look at how we can make that more democratic, how we can pull in community councils, business associations and other organisations within NEN, so that there can be a real feel among NEN people that everybody who wants to have some input into how any money is spent will have that opportunity. And I think that's key to this. As to who actually controls it, I think it should be people in NEN, and I'm very confident that that will be the case in the future. But I think that's quite a way off before we will be in a happy position where we will actually have some funds to spend.
I think it's not just about having a whole pile of money to spend, it's about how we use the common good. For example, we just extended the Sandown allotments by double. So that's a common good asset that's now being used for, the good of the people. And I think it's not about just selling it off and getting financial gain. It's about using the asset, letting the wetlands develop some of it in a play park or something for the trades park area of town. So it's about using the asset in an appropriate way for the communities.
The best way of controlling is that you have a bit of control is through the election system. If you elect your 4 councillors, you have 4 trustees. And if you're not happy with the way they perform at the next election, you de-elect you get support. That's basically what I'm trying to say. It's safer. Start with the council if you want, yes, as my colleagues here do. I think it's a safer system rather than if you bring it to community councils. When you make a decision, you usually have a solicitor president and all have administrators and financial advisory president. That takes a bit of time to get together. I think it would be difficult for community councils to administer. It's a complicated.
the last one on this.
Just very quickly again, I think we've made a commitment to decentralise, and I guess over the first year of business that will be scoped out further. The fact that the common good in Inverness is delegated down to an area level, we must explore that in terms of how to delegate authority at mayor down to an area level.
One last thing.
To actually answer the question, is the matter of the £390,000 finish closed? No, in my opinion it's not, because there's always a fear that interest may be applied to that as well. Now I don't know if we've got a veto over that, but if folks start applying interest and applying interest to the £2 million, I'm sure a smart accountant could tell us how long it will be before the whole common good disappears in interest payments.